All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here now with Colton Herta, who finished second in the NTT INDYCAR Series Championship in 2024.
Colton Herta has been the most aggressive and seemingly the most confident.
Colton Herta dominates the weekend, leads every session, and Colton Herta has now conquered an oval for the first time.
Not bad for a drummer.
So Colton, good job.
Thank you.
That was pretty neat.
Yes.
You must have been happy with that. Second in the championship. I know first is the goal, but second's not bad.
It's the best I've done to date, so yeah, obviously we're always striving to be number one there, but it's hard when you have Alex Palou in the series.
Would you like us to remove him?
I wouldn't mind it.
I mean, we could probably work something out.
Could we do it based off of last year's results, though? Or I guess this year's results?
Oh, yeah, like retroactively?
Yes.
That might be tougher.
Okay.
We might just have to, you know, next year.
Next year, okay.
Fine.
Yeah, next year.
Obviously, everybody knows you drive race cars, but if you were to go on your social media, you would almost think that's all that you do.
That's true.
You don't share a lot of other stuff in life on your social media.
Yes.
So, like, what else do you do beyond drive race cars and I guess occasionally play the drums?
Occasionally I do play the drums. I like to golf.
Do you?
Yes.
You any good?
No. Nobody really is.
No one's good. Thank you.
No one really is.
No one really likes it either.
And if you are good at golf, like, you have a serious problem because it takes so long to get good.
Yeah, you don't have a
You should
job
probably be doing something
or
better
family
with
or
your
friends.
time.
Right.
Yes. No, I'm terrible, but I enjoy it. Gets you away from everything for a few hours, which is nice. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I love video games, hanging out with my dogs.
What kind of video games do you play?
I play a game called League of Legends.
So, like,
It's exactly as nerdy as it sounds.
have you been
And I
playing it
love
for a long time?
Yes, oh yeah.
Okay.
The game's been around for like 15 years.
Okay, and how's the band going? How's the Zibs doing?
I mean, a little hiatus. Obviously, during the season, it's hard to do anything for us.
Right. So
but-
you kind of like break the band up every year.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes. But I mean, they have full-time jobs too, but I also don't live in California where
Right.
they live, so it's a little hard. And we don't make enough money to justify me flying back and forth for band practice every week, unfortunately. So maybe in the future.
Yet.
Yes.
Yet.
We're working on that.
Okay. So a big record deal to come.
Yes.
And then you'll be willing to commute back and forth to California?
I still probably would not, but
No, I didn't think so. But like, you could probably build like a cool studio where you just like link up
There you go.
in real time. And
That's
so you can
perfect.
practice
Yeah.
remotely. It's 2024, man. Nearly 2025.
let's go.
Gotta think
Technology, man.
Gotta think big. As you mentioned, you don't live in California anymore.
I do not.
You were raised there.
I was.
You've lived in Florida,
Yes.
Europe,
Yes.
Nashville.
Yes.
I believe you're soon to move to Vegas.
Yes.
Why the hell do you cheer for the Buffalo Bills?
Because even though their track record doesn't show it, they are winners.
So, all right, so I'm gonna have to break that down a little bit. Their track record doesn't show.
At heart. They're winners at heart.
God, okay.
And they're an amazing fan base in a small market.
Okay.
And it is, I don't know, it's awesome. I love everything about the team, love everything about the fans there. I had the chance to go there when I was sponsored by New Era, because they are in Buffalo. So I went to the New Era headquarters in Buffalo. They have a suite. I went to watch the game. It was amazing. It's the first NFL game I'd ever been to.
Okay.
And I
How long ago was this?
This was 2018.
Okay.
And I never watched the NFL. I don't know. I just, outside of Thanksgiving and the
Right.
Super Bowl,
Right.
never watched it. But that kind of got me into it. And then I started playing fantasy football, and then I learned what sports betting was, and
Right.
now I just love
Okay.
the NFL.
Okay, so this is a relatively recent
Yes.
thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't until you went there. So your first game was a Bills game.
Yes.
You didn't care about football, and so
I didn't
like,
care
your
about
first.
football. I got into it more so because of the Bills Mafia.
Right,
And
okay.
the people that were there, they're awesome. They're
Got it.
just as crazy as they seem on social media.
This makes more sense.
And I loved every bit of it. And I loved going to Buffalo, and it was 30 degrees out, and people were wearing shorts. And then they all went into the stadium. That's an open stadium. Like, it's just a hardcore fan base that I love every bit of it. And then the team's pretty good right now too. So it's a double positive.
Okay, so as we mentioned, second in the championship this year, had some big milestones. We'll touch on that, but you've made you made a name for yourself in a way by being able to win from far back. Like you've had some big comeback drives, you know, from 17 spots or up from 20 spots. You know, you like driving from the back to the front. Have you thought about just qualifying better and trying to do it from the front?
That's an interesting take. And it's definitely something that we'll roll into the off season and look at.
Yeah, you guys should investigate that.
Yes, honestly, it's been, it was a bizarre year because I think for the most part in the previous years you look at it, qualifying's probably been my stronger suit compared to the racing. And then it's flip-flop. And I don't think anything has...
Combine the two then.
Oh, we're...
Get the good qualifying and then the good races.
Yes, well, ideally, yes.
Right.
But also, when you qualify well, it's hard to do better in the race, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
right? When you qualify the back,
up when you're already there.
you work a lot better. It's a lot easier to look good.
Right, that makes sense. Some of those milestones this year, first pole on an oval.
Yep.
First, but you almost walked away from it, which was interesting.
I wanted 2 poles.
Right.
That's what I wanted. I wanted to pull the time, but luckily there were smarter people on the timing stand and whatnot and said, hey, we got 1 pole and we're like 4th in the other race, so let's just take that.
Yeah, take it and run. And then, of course, obviously, first oval win.
Herta wins the season finale at Nashville.
Yeah.
Not a bad way to do it. Not a bad place to do it.
Yeah, unexpected too, because I knew we had a good car when we ran in practice too, doing the race running and stuff. I didn't know how we were going to be. I qualified, I think, 15th or so. And I didn't know how easy or hard it was going to be to pass, so it was unexpected. I definitely didn't go into that day thinking that we were going to win. It was more, you know, if we have a good strategy, we do everything right, maybe we'll get some guys in the pits and we'll move up into a top 5, because I did not think that the racing was going to be like how it was. So, no, it was incredible, long time coming. You know, I felt like I was just getting screwed over for so many years at races where I could have had podiums. Gateway comes to mind in 21 when I was leading and the drive shaft failed. So, you know, I think it was incredible to finally get it done.
And at like an adopted hometown.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Nashville, well, for now. I mean,
Yeah, it was awesome, and a lot of my neighbors came to watch the race that I didn't really know about until after the fact. Yeah, it was a cool one to win for sure.
And part of the winning in Nashville is you get a guitar.
Yes.
Which is super cool.
I didn't know about that.
Are we going to learn how to play guitar now?
No.
No?
No, I
little
don't really
bit?
have any interest in learning. I'll probably just put it in a nice
case?
shadow box and chuck it up on the wall.
I feel like you should learn how to play a little bit.
I definitely have enough time in the off season.
It's a long enough off
It's a
season,
long
right? You
enough
might as well
off-season.
learn something. I mean, you've won in Nashville, which is your adopted hometown. You kind of credit Laguna and Long Beach both as home races. You've won those. So if you move to Vegas, what becomes the home race now? What are you going to
Thermal
win
would
now?
be the closest
Thermal.
one.
Okay, that
Palm
makes
Springs,
sense.
yeah. Obviously, I think it's still about 3 hours away, but it's close. I wish it was my home race, but
We all wish we lived there. That'd be wicked. Kind of touching back on your social media a little bit. We've established that yours is very racing heavy. But if you follow your longtime girlfriend, Riley, you see a little bit more of an insight into your guys' lives. You're a 2-dog family now.
yes.
How's the new dog fitting in?
She's great. She took a little bit of time to get adjusted to the situation. She was a rescue dog, so she was a little bit shy. But now she's loving it.
And how's Henry adapted to having a sister?
Henry loves it.
Yeah.
And he's a monster, and it's probably the best thing ever for him because, like, we just can't play enough for him.
You're right.
So now we just put it on Sandy, and they have a ball all day.
Yeah, just throw one ball down the hallway and just let
Yes.
it go. Another thing that one would pick up watching or keeping track of Riley's social media.
I'm worried about where this is going.
There was an adorable picture recently, or last year, of you two in kind of matching onesie pajamas.
Yes.
Is that maybe over the holidays?
Yeah, it was Christmas.
Right. So is that, I mean, do you guys pick them out together? Is it, how
I
did
don't
this
really
start?
know how that came about.
No?
I think she did that because, not because she wanted us to match, she got it for the dog. So Henry also had
The matching
pajamas.
one.
Yes.
There you go.
That was more so. I don't think she wanted to match with me.
Well, no, I think she did.
Well,
I think you wanted the
yeah,
family to match.
It was
together.
more
more
for Henry. Yes.
So this year, are we going to have to get updated ones for all 4 of you?
We probably will.
I feel like that should be your guys' Christmas.
I don't know what is up with Riley, but she loves to put our dogs in pajamas.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. It looks cute.
Yeah,
No one's
I'm
against
sure they love it, but you know.
So other than learning guitar, which we've now decided
Yes,
you're
we're
going to
gonna do that.
in the off season, what are some other off season plans?
Obviously getting new pajamas.
Of course.
Now. Really not much. You know, you spend so much time in the IndyCar season focused on one thing only, and it's great when you get to have time off. And so I'll probably spend a month of not doing anything, and then get back to work. You know, we'll have some testing. I have a tire test later in the year that I'm looking forward to. We have Petit Le Mans that you're also racing in coming up. So yeah, I like to take my time off and enjoy it. The only problem is it's so much. So after about a month, you get bored.
Right.
You want to do something. You want to get back in the car. So we'll see. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't have any vacations planned. I have nothing to do. So I'll keep it pretty open-minded.
So you're doing Road Atlanta, Petit Le Mans.
Yes.
Have we already got a program together for Daytona?
No. The IMSA world's so different than IndyCar because their off season is pretty short,
Right.
and they do test in the off season, so they stay busy. So it's a weird thing for me to be like, hey, I need to get my IMSA deal done because it's only going to be a few months away after
Right.
Petit. So no, I don't have a deal for next year, so we're working on that and trying to get back in the field.
There you go. Well, congratulations on a career best season in IndyCar, second in the championship, and best of luck for the future. We'll see you next year.
Thanks, man.